Hello everyone, this is Direwolf20, and welcome to episode 61 of Direwolf20's Let's Play of ATM10 to the Skies, where today I'm trying to automate Mr. Ender Dragon. See how this goes. Between episodes, I tried a couple different ways to do this, and I settled on, I think, this one. So the mob crushers do a decent amount of damage to the dragon, but I found with just one, he would frequently fly away before he died. He'd usually get to about half health. So what I did is I placed two more. So now we're doing 3 times as much damage to him. So when he flies in for a landing here to the dragon egg, he should, in theory, get killed. And then the item collector will pick up the heart and the other things. And then in theory, I should be able to spawn a new one, and that could be cool. Guess we'll find out. I don't know for sure. But long story short, I'm just, playing around with ideas. I messed with the stasis chamber a little bit. What I found is it didn't always catch him, even when I put it higher. So stasis chamber was a little bit of a bust. Also, the problem with the stasis chamber is he definitely would... oh, here we go, coming in for a landing. He would definitely die and then get stuck in, like, the dying animation, so I would have had to do something where he, like, turn off the chamber. See? Got him. Cool. And then if we check over here... Heart. And it's working. That's cool. Right? How cool is that? Alright. So now, let's get some more, end crystals. I'm going to teach you how to make these, actually. And that should be coolish. Oh. Works for me. And then if we want, we could probably just get, like, a simple placer. Let's do that. Well, so here's the trick. We probably want to wait until the dragon is dead before we place the dudes again, right? So how can I do that? Here's a question. No, because it resets the whole thingy, doesn't it? Now I'm just coming up with silly ideas on what could be fun. What if we did this? And we said allow list torch equals 4. Okay. Because the torches spawn when he dies, right? And then maybe I'll get an advanced placer just so I don't have to go too crazy with this. Up. No, no, no. Trying to think of how I can do this with an advanced placer. I don't think I can. Well, I can. I can try it that way. Yes, maybe? We'll find out. As long as these don't break, I'll be fine. If they break, then I'm going to have to do individual placers, which won't be the end of the world. And then you're going to be with a high, but you only run every 3 seconds. And you're going to place up on a white list with bricks. And what that should mean is he can only place in spots where there's a brick above the spot. Okay. Cool. And then I give you... Am I crazy? Did I not just break a flux point? I'm telling you, there's something weird. Like, I don't know what it is. Didn't I just break the flux point like a second ago that was attached to the sensor? Where did it go? Right? Like, you don't have, like... Nope. Okay. So, then I give you 4 of these. Well, I'm going to give you all 16. And what should happen... You should be emitting a redstone signal, which means you're allowed to run. I might need to bump this up one more so we can sense the bricks. We'll see. Does that not work that way? Can I not place them up? I think that I can place them up. He's getting a redstone signal. I was hoping that would work. I may have to do it with individuals. I was just trying to be cool. That's all. Just trying to be cool. That may not work. So does that mean I have to do it this way? Probably. Can you not place the end crystals placer? That's a bummer. I would think that it could. I could clicker it. I could clicker it. I could clicker it. Right? Clicker could work. I just have to remember how I set up the clicker's filtering. Right? So how did I make filters work for clickers? I think it's what you click on, right? So if I allow list and we click up on bricks, that could be cool. You should be clicking. I guess not. Because he should be going... Right there-ish. That should be working. Easier said than done. I thought this would not be the hard part. Let me think about this for a minute. I'll be right back. Hey, I found out where all my stuff's going. All right. All right. I don't want to hear it. Shh. Other things were being weird too before. I'm just saying. Other things were being weird too before. I'm just saying. All right, so I'm putting this away for a minute. So clicker and placer don't seem to want to handle Mr. End Crystal. How might I solve that? I mean, I could just place them manually anyway. For now, I want to make sure that like nothing else breaks. I really liked my idea of like the sensor. I thought that was cool. And it's funny because I thought figuring out when to place these would be the challenge. I guess they're not blocks per se, so the placer doesn't want to place them. I'm surprised the clicker doesn't work. We'll see. I'll come back in a minute. I have a new plan. Because I'm getting impatient waiting for him to come land. That's the challenge. So what if we do this, but up where he spawns, and we put more of them in place so that he kind of dies almost instantly. So step one is figuring out exactly what Y level he spawns at. Is it... Where exactly does he spawn? That's the... Is it here? Because if it's like right about here, I can work with that. Is that it? Yes, that's where he spawns. Okay? So Y level 127-ish. Okay. So now... It's actually easier for me to... Faster for me to kill him with arrows from my not overpowered bow than it is for me to wait for him to fly down and get killed. And that's why I want to do this change. So I get like a dozen of these things, and we see how quickly we can kill him. Is that kind of a plan? See? It's like... He never goes down there. I gotta kill him as soon as he spawns, because you're gonna die. I don't want to wait. I'm not gonna sit here and wait for him to get to where he needs to be to die. I want him to die the minute he spawns, and then I can spawn another one right away. Cool. Now the good news is the heart always appears above the platform here. So if we take a look, we'll notice that the heart is in the chest. Okay? So now here's the trick. We're gonna go home, and we're gonna teach you... I'm gonna need those end crystals. How to make crushers. You know how to make almost everything except the swords, which you now know how to make. So if I tell you I want like 20 of them, I just taught you how to make swords. Maybe I didn't. 20 of them. And then we get 20 of each add-on. And that'll take a minute, so I'll be back. Alright, hopefully I didn't miss anything. We're gonna find out. So these things can be really big, right? In terms of their area of effect. So if I... What's funny is every time I want to use that feature, I can't get it to work. And then every time I don't want to use it, it does a thing I didn't intend. So let's do something like this, right? I did 5 in that direction. So let's do... This is going to be a challenge. Let's do 5 in this direction. I'm curious if I can get it to the point where the dragon dies before... So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? And if we got 2 more, that would be super cool. I'm just saying. And I actually think I have enough add-ons to support that, but let me just get like 2 more of you to be safe. Which should be not a big deal. What's your deal over here, buddy? Man, you are slow despite the upgrades. Oh no, I clicked wrong. Oh well, just gonna have to go eat some more cake. Right, so... Then we get this guy repositioned, and we throw down 2 more of these. Okay, and then it's going to be a simple matter of that, right? and a simple matter of that, and a simple matter of that, and then a simple matter of that. Though I may be missing something here. That seems better. Right? So then we just go all the way across where everybody gets a nice friendly upgrade. Just want to make sure I'm not missing nobody. And I'm really curious if this is going to be enough or what's going to happen. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn on the visuals for the outer ends, so we can kind of see the overlapping areas where they can affect. So if I do this, 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 and this, that gives us an idea of like where we're doing stuff. And then in theory, if this is wrong, I can cut and paste gadget all this so that hopefully it ain't a problem. Cool. So are we ready to try this? Come on, please work. Just work the first time for Dyer. For what? For once, just work the first time for Dyer. But in theory, that looks pretty good, right? Like, am I seeing... Like, that's really, like, perfectly in the center of those boxes. And theoretically, I think I could throw another Y level down and be okay. So, like, could be cool. I think he tends to fly down, so having another Y level below them. Alright, so not bad. Not bad. Definitely, not bad. What we need to do is probably have more. Like, I'm thinking another batch below, because he tends to fly down. And maybe if we mirror it also on the opposite side, that could be cool. How do we feel about that plan? He's going in for the landing, where he's going to get killed by the main ones. Cool. So yeah, about another Y level down. And maybe a similar setup on the opposite side, which should be easy to map because I'll have all the green boxes. So basically, I'm going to move you to be here, and then we'll set up the exact same batch below, so we have a layer below. I might even do 2 layers below, because he tends to fly down from here. And then we'll see how that works out. He also flew away from these guys, which is why I want an equal copy on the other side. And ideally, what I would do is I would make it so that the other copy is kind of like here and overlapping, so that we hopefully catch him with like a lot more of these, right? Is that cool? Sounds fun. So let's make more of these. How many did I have per row? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So 11 more. So let's do 22 more. Well, let's do 11 more and then 33 more, which means 44 more. Okay, and then that's going to need 44 more add-ons of every kind. And then you're going to need to be 42 more. And then I'm going to go tick accelerate and be right back. Alright, so here's the deal. Boy, do I hope this will work, because it would be cool if it did. Can we copy paste this? We'll find out. And then I'm going to build to me a line like this, right? And basically we want them sitting here. So if I were to rotate you and then we put them 1Y level above. And then we can undo this because we don't need that line there no more. And that's really stinking cool. Is that correct? Is that right? I think it is, right? So if I build me with you, yeah, look, it's the top row hits the top row. So that's perfect, right? And then I just need to do this for a minute, which I'll do off camera because I figure you guys don't want to see me do that 33 times. All right, how's this look? Everything should be set correctly. And boy, do we have some kind of working area going on here. Let's give it a go. Come on. Come on. This will be fun. This will be funny if it works. All right, dudes. Let's do the thing. And he's going to land right in the center there. And then he's going to be assaulted by 66 mob crushers. all with speed and efficiency upgrades in them. I feel like it was a little bit close, but it worked. I feel like it was a little bit close, but it worked. Right? Right? Like it was teetering on the edge of might that be a problem? I don't know. You know what else a problem is? I think the heart is sitting above these dudes. So I guess it's possible. Can't tell if the heart was picked up that time or not. So I'll just have to like deal with the eggs, but I feel like that's dealable with. Like the eggs is the least of my problems. That we can handle with a sensor and like a piston, right? Like realistically, we just actually put a sensor and a piston there, and we're just like, hey, if you see an egg, do the thing. Let's try this one more time and see if I need another row. I worry that there will be the occasional instance of it missing. Like, if he flies out of the thing fast enough... I don't know, man. It's working pretty good. That's working pretty good. And then I want to see the heart get collected. It may have already, actually. It did. So let's set up the egg automation. Let's do the egg automation thing. Only because that would be funny to me, right? So realistically, what we want is to go back home and get ourselves... Well, is there a piston in here? No. We want a piston. And then we're going to want a sensor. I may be able to get away with a simple sensor. If not, I can definitely handle this with an advanced sensor. Okay. And... basically, all we want to say is let's put a piston facing here and a sensor facing here, and you're going to allow list a dragon egg. And then if we get our... I really need to set up cross-dimensionally things, but I've been lazy about it. Is that cool? And did you pick up the egg? I think you will. So, in theory now, right? Well, you know what? You're going to be a problem, aren't you? Do we have that redstone pen? Or, like, quill? You're going to be annoying about the fact that... Okay, so what we could do... is this, right? I only happened to notice there was redstone in the chest, and I'm like, wait a minute, where did that come from? Right? So now if we, like, clear all this out, we have a nice empty chest. Oh, you're killing me, Smalls. Alright, and I want to be ready in case... He did sneak out. Look at him. Oh, and he destroyed some of my stuffs. Look at him. He destroyed my stuffs. How rude is that? You're gonna get it now, dragon. You know how annoying it was to place those 33 things? You're so gonna get it. It was... I knew there was gonna be, like, a scenario where he was able to sneak out. I just knew it. I think there's two solutions here. I think one of them being... First, I want to watch my automation. And then you should work, right? When an egg shows up. It worked. It worked. That's cool. Alright. So let's go home. Let's put away some draconium dust, among other things. I think there's a solution here, and it's the solution is more crushers. I guess we're gonna need more pink slime to handle that. But that shouldn't be a problem. I thought we had that automated where you'd be like smart about stuff. You are running, but are you not disabling you? I bet that's what's happening, is we're not disabling you. So if I set you to run once a second, you should be able to handle your stuffs now. Yeah, it's cooking. Technically, like, I think the correct solution here would be... So you run with no redstone. What I should have is you run with redstone. Right? And then we just do a nice laser IO integration here. And then you're going to be linked to these dudes. And you're just going to emit a redstone signal output. Right? And then that way, when you fill up with pink slime, to whatever threshold I set you to, 32 buckets, we should be cool, right? Deal? Okay, I like that. So more crushers. How many more can I get? Can I get like 10 more just to fill in the gap that I have? Close-ish. I didn't quite catch how many like fell, but I feel like it was more than 10. So, we can make 8. Is that cool? I think that's cool. I like the little shielded animation on my character. Is that new? It's pretty awesome looking. Really like that. I like that a lot. So let's go fix what broke real quick. So where did we land on things? 11-ish, maybe 12? All right, let me fix this. Yeah, I think it's going to be 12-ish. Might even be more, to be honest with you, because if we look at you, nope, that's it. It was just those four. So now we're cool. We can do this. So I just need 4 more, and then we'll be good. Yeah. I don't know why we landed with 1 less of those, but we'll just make another batch. We should be fine. We can fix this. Why does this still feel off to me? No, it's lined up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Is it because you guys? No, you guys are cool. Although you did lose something. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Yep, we're good now. All right, I just need a few more. I'm gonna wait for pink slime to accumulate, and we'll be right back. Yeah, not too bad. Actually, I just checked, and we're right about wrapping up point. So let me do this like off camera. I'll probably just wait for the pink slime to show up, and then we'll I'm gonna rebuild it off camera. Looks like we're gonna need a couple more add-ons, which I should be able to pull off now, actually, which should be fine. I need this one, and I need this one. And then when we get back next episode, we'll see if I got my automation going nicely or not. And if so, cool. And if not, we'll figure it out. But worst case, I think another batch of 33 should both kill him quicker and cover me. So I'll probably need to just wait for a bunch more pink slime. But I mean, at the very least, at this point, we have a lot of hearts, I assume. We're at like 8 hearts. So that's pretty cool. We got any more up here? Yeah, 1 more. Yeah. So for now, wrapping up point. Double 20 signed off. Hope you enjoyed the episode. Let's come back next time and be ready to get Draconic tier stuffs. Does that sound like a plan? All right. For now, take it easy.